Yo, what is up, everyone? Red day. See, I got the CNBC screen up. Red all over the place. All you see is red. And I want to say this is not clickbait, but it's kind of clicky. It's kind of clicky because you ever miss a trade and the trade goes so well, like thousands of dollars, and you feel like when that happens, you feel like, fuck, man, I lost. I can't believe it. Ugh. You just want to, I swear. All right, I won't swear. I can't even think of a substitute word, but a curse. So I got to leave that blank. I blank feel worse than making money is losing money. Like losing, worse than losing money is missing the big trade. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say. If I miss, all right, here it is, man. I missed approximately $18,000 to $20,000 trade on Amazon, and I'm so pissed. Couldn't sleep at night. I'm in it every day. I'm in. If you watch my channel, just go back. All you see is Amazon. I'm in it, and I'm gonna tell you why I got out in a minute. But I calculated it. It would have been probably about $20,000. And it's the move you've been waiting for, like forever. That's why you always kind of in it. You're waiting for it. And the day it happens, I'm not in it. I was really upset, man. It feels like I just lost all my money. That's what it felt like, And I had three naked calls just before it, and I closed it out. That actually would have been something like 48,000, something like that. But that was for temporary. Like I bought the calls to go to the end of the day. Let me get off this screen. But that's what the market's doing. Look at that move, man. That's the weekly. So you could see, oh, man. If you look at that candlestick, you don't see that anywhere. You don't see that size anywhere, man. All of these candles, this whole down move right here, and I was in there. I was in there fighting that, trying to get nickels, trying to get dimes, losing money. Fighting all of this chop right here. And then you get this. See, what happened, if you watch my YouTube stories, I was actually posting some of my P&Ls for the week. I actually had a good week. Monday I was up. Tuesday I was like, and when you start to have a good week, you got to say, okay, don't get greedy. You actually, because you start thinking you start thinking no matter what you touch is just go. Like what you just write all the time. No. So I was like, all right, I'm pulling out my position. And the market maker move said it was going 60, up 60 down. I didn't care about 60 points. I didn't want to lose. So I pulled all my positions off. Be safe. I had a good week. And then boom, this thing is up 250 points. Oh my gosh, I'm blowing out my mic. Okay, Excalibur, you're not live. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I was a little late. Kind of. After I put it on the Twitter, I got to like start the stream and I didn't. When making sure everything is right. So, yeah, man. So, Cali, was you in on the Amazon? Because I'm sitting here telling my story. 250 points. But the stock closed here yesterday at 1861. And the high today, 2055. I think the high overnight was like 2070, 2075. And I'm just saying, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep well. And that felt more like, to me, it was almost the same as losing all my money. That's why I was putting the title, I lost my money. And that's because that's what I feel like. That's what I honestly feel like. And I know I shouldn't sweat it and move on. And I know, this is a video, but I'm really sharing it because this is my honest feeling, man. This is actually what's going on in my head. And I got to shake that off. I got to shake it off. Like, all right, well, because you're sitting here, you're struggling, you're making 50 here, 100, 1,000. Sometimes you lose 1,000, lose 2,000 up at these things, and then I had a chance to make 20,000, and just because I pulled my positions off, Oh gosh, it's just frustrating, frustrating. But look at this candle. Let's look at it. Let's move on. All right, that's my story. This right here, y'all, is bullish. You have to buy Amazon. This is a breakout. Okay, don't look at this. I know it didn't reach. Actually, yeah, I don't know why it's saying high there because the high here is actually it is higher. Why does my screen look funny? That's the high. 2055, it kind of broke it out, but this closed. Let me see. No, yeah, I see, because the highest close looked like it was this one, 2025. Wait, 2026. Yeah, yeah. If it closes up here, anyway, this is a breakout. Now, this is the all-time high right here in this area. Well, actually, there was three of them, right? Here, here, and then here. So we're right at it with this momentum, this kind of candle. It's gonna blow through it. I'm pretty sure. And don't look at those back there. Let's zoom it in. I'm gonna show you two angles right here. You see all of this? Look at that gap. And I don't think it's gonna fill. It might, especially if you know what, it might if the market goes down and just Conagra, whatever virus this is. Yeah, it could fill. It could fill. But I don't think it is because all of this, see that it wasn't doing nothing. It's tight. It's constricted. Volatility. Volatility is expanding now, and it usually runs. That's the daily, right? And if you could see it more in the weekly, and I'm gonna show you something. You should really see it on the monthly because this is the last day of the month. All right. So look at all of that volatility, that contraction, and then boom. I know we're hitting up against the top level. We're right there. But I'm pretty sure it's going to blow through. People want to own Amazon now. They didn't want to own it back here. And it's the end of the month. The MACD is looking good. Everything is looking good. RSI, it's not quite oversold. Not almost at that 70. Overbought. I always say oversold. Slow stochastic, actually, says. I'm kind of looking at this. Yeah, I think red. Yeah, it's just now crossing over. So I like this a lot. I think it's going up to like 23, 24. It's gonna go up there really quick. So play the stock, play it long, it's so expensive, man. That's why you gotta do options. Do verticals, call spreads, sell some put spreads below it. I sold today some put spreads like 1950, 1940 or 1945. So I'm way down there because I know if this stock reaches there, people's gonna be all in. Because they're going to feel like I did. They feel like they missed it. I'm not the only one that feels that way. They missed it. Everybody, I won't say everybody missed it, but there's some people that got it. I was watching some people on StockTwits buying 2,000 option. 2,100 or something, and 2,000 for like $1 or something, and they wound up making $5,000 off of $1. It was just unreal. So can you imagine? It's just unreal. And it was crazy. And I'll tell you what, there's some broke people out there too, because whoever sold, especially if you sold naked, the one guy that was watching my video with the Tesla video, remember I told you, you have to buy you can't just sell a naked call. I know, like, we was looking at Tesla, and I'll go ahead and bring it up since we was talking about it. We was looking at, there we go. We was looking at Tesla, and I was like, oh man, you need to buy a call. Just buy one of them 10-cent out of the money calls, just so it don't blow through all the strikes. Because I can't bring up yesterday, but I'm pretty sure this blew through all the strikes, like the 5%, the 3 delta. It just blew through them all. So the people out there that was trying to collect nickels on the earnings, you got ran over. That's why it's kind of a dangerous game. It's that 1%. You get it 99, 95%. It's that 1% that just kills you. So because the stocks are going to do that sometimes. The market maker move, let me go back to Amazon, said 60. I don't have no market maker moves listed today. But it said 60. It's right here on the option chain. Now this is the last day of the week. It's saying it's going to move up or down 14. But it was over here. I had it up here. The market maker move up top. And then over here, what the options was going to do. And it was only like 60. So it did 6, 12, 18, 20. It was 4 times that. And oh gosh, I'm just talking about it just makes me like crazy, crazy upset. Lemon Con, you did that. Did you get killed? You sold out on money? I think that's what you're saying you did. I'm talking, yeah, because that's dangerous. I don't like doing that. I don't have the buying power to sell out of the money. I gotta spread it. So I might sell something where I get 50 cent credit. I at least want 50 cents. I don't think I want to do it $2 to lose. A chance of making 20, losing 480. I don't think I want to do that. So I want to make at least 50, chance of losing 450. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but the odds of you being successful is super great. So yeah, Lemon Road. I'm still holding two calls, 2,000 strikes. I don't know if I should sell them right now or wait until a little more. Or you think it's gonna run into the end of? I think you should sell it now because China opens on Monday this weekend. One of them stock markets over there, and that thing is gonna sell off hard, and I think we're gonna follow it. So I think you should definitely sell it today. Maybe you can wait until the close, like we get to the end of the close. Let me pull up my minute chart. Because it might run into the close, but I don't think you should hold it over the weekend. Anything can happen with this virus, and if the market goes down hard enough, I mean, it takes all boats. It'll even take the Amazon boat. I don't think Amazon come down really hard, but yeah, definitely get rid of that. And then you're gonna have data burn over the weekend. You don't want that either. So go ahead and what did you bought you didn't buy the calls expiring today? Or you bought the calls that like expire next week or whatever. But yeah, if it expires next week, I think I would get rid of them today, or sell a call above that. To kind of protect yourself and don't be greedy. Because I was saying to myself that this is another thing, and I could pull up the daily. I want you to get into my mind. Because I've been riding this, a lot of people on stock Twitter, they're going, this piece of shit. Because the market was ripping, right? Look at my webcam. Yeah, and the stock was doing nothing. Amazon didn't participate whatsoever. And it would go up and come down. Look at this, like right here. This is the 4. Look at this. This is ridiculous. It was just, and Tesla is ripping like crazy. And you're like, oh man, come on, Amazon. And so the price action. I was like, you know what? This is telling me something. It didn't have price action of a stock that's about to move 250 points. It just didn't have that. That price action is like a Google, Tesla, right? It's somebody knows. It's like these guys. It didn't get leaked at all. People was actually selling. Imagine, yeah. So picture me. I'm like, I just didn't buy that. I had the options. I sold them. What about people that sold they positions? Even Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she was sold $370 million worth a couple of weeks ago. Oh my God, she would. I guess it's only up 10%. She would have 370 million plus 10, another 37 million. I'll take it. I'm talking about 20,000 here. She missed out on 37 million. Oh, next week. Yeah, I wouldn't hold it. It's too much. I wouldn't hold it. You made the gains, You're just asking for a little more gains. You made it already. That's the move. Like, if I would have got that move, I probably wouldn't have traded for a few months. Well, I like doing it, so I probably would have been over here. But I wouldn't have felt any pressure because it was like, that's gains for the year. I would have like felt no pressure. I would have had really tiny, tiny trades on, and just kind of whatever. It would have definitely changed my attitude, how I trade, because it's like, boom, it's like hitting a jackpot, something like that. 250 points, 250. Even when Amazon is running, like right here, it don't move 250 points. It'll move like $30, 30 points today, 40 points tomorrow, that's 70, maybe another 50 points the next day, and then 20 points the next day, and then another 30 points the next day. And you're like, yeah, man, Amazon is running. 250 is way more than that. It's just ridiculous. But this is the end of the month candle. I got to pull out that monthly. This is really strong. Look at that. If I had the Bollinger Bands on, you would really see the action. That's beautiful. We need to go a little more, which I'm sure it will. And off to the races. Off to the races. This is gonna go. I think one firm just raised their price target to 2,600 for the year. Yeah, so that's my story. I was hoping more people can kind of get on maybe and share their story, so that's why I posted it on the Amazon Stock Twits, and just so people can check me out. I'm just the dude that trades. I lose money, I make money. I had a good week today. Today I'm doing good. Today I don't usually show. I might put it on the feed where the stories because it deletes itself, But trade, monitor. There we go. See my P&L right today, man. We down like hard. See, I got SPX, right? I told you to buy puts. We'll talk about that in a minute. I got some Amazon. I'm only on 300, not 30,000, and I'm short Facebook. So 1947 for the day, right there. What was I gonna say? I told you. And right now, if you do have puts, you probably need to get rid of them. Even though I think I'm gonna wait till Monday. I think Monday could be nasty because China, one of them stock markets, Hang Seng, whatever, one of them stock markets are opening over there for the first time in several days. So they're going to sell off pretty hard, and we might get that contagion. But here's the VIX. Here's the bottom. I did a video. See, we right here at the top of the range. We might go through. I mean, this is where you just want to sell. You get rid of your puts right here, right here. We can go up to here. That's the top. But that's rare. See, it doesn't happen that much. But we're mid-range, and even though I do think we're going to go through just a little bit, but yeah, definitely don't buy puts now. You're too late. You missed it. You got to buy puts when it's down here in this range. And I know when the stock market is ripping, you got the puts on and you're losing money. You're like, oh my God, but hopefully your other positions are long and you're making money, right? But when it blows up like this, you have to have had them already because the volatility it just blew out. What do they call it? Implied volatility. On the option, it just blew up. So if you were to buy them now, you're really overpriced. They overpriced options. And if it starts to go down, if we start to rally a little bit, that volatility is going to come out of those options along with the value of the option going down because we're going down, we're going up. The market's going up, but the VIX is going down. So it's like a double whammy. So you could sell this. You could sell below the market. I'm always afraid to sell below the market because I know the market takes elevator down. But here's we're breaking. This is a simple trend line right here. We're breaking this. Look at that, So let me zoom in right here. We might come back up to test this a little bit. And then I think we're going to come back down. I don't think we get back up here. So my calls are sold way up here. Then when you saw those SPX, they way up here. I know because I know we're not making a new high. We are not making a new high with that virus out there. Lemon wrote a thing. Amazon right now is also market makers pushing stock down heavy. Amazon right now is also. You talking about the day before yesterday when the market was going, when Amazon was going down? Amazon right now is also the market makers pushing the stock down heavy. I kind of don't understand the beginning of that. Amazon. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I sold my puts. I sold calls way up here, and I had puts on here, right when it was down. I got rid of those because it got in the rate, and now I'm selling them. I actually had some sold already, but yeah, sell them. And if you look, even though I think we're going down, now that I'm looking at this trend line, because we broke. This is the daily. Let's look at the weekly. And this is the end of the week. So it's kind of, if it closes here, we broke. If it closes above there, we just kind of tested it. I think we're good. So today is critical. Let's see how we close. Let's see how we go into the close. If we don't, I'm going to look at this now because I said don't buy a put. I I actually might buy it for just for Monday. You know what I mean? Just for the weekend for protection, and then get rid of it. Depending on where we close, but or I might sell some calls, do something because I don't like that. We're really testing the break, you know, and then maybe we got a little support right here in this range. So we're gonna come down some, and like I was saying, Lemon, yeah, Amazon will come down with it. I got some trades on Amazon right now. You see, I'm up 300 for the day, and that would put my trades in jeopardy. Yeah, so I got like a diagonal on. I sold I got a deep in the money call for 2 weeks out, and then I sold the 2015, and I got two deep in the money calls. I sold the 2015 for next week, and the 1960 for next week. Oh, in one of my accounts, I sold the 2000. So I put that same trade on in three accounts, and if as long as Amazon stays above 215, 2015, I'm sorry, I'm good. Okay, so actually it's a little lower than that, but let's just call it the strike. I'm good. So that's what I'm hoping for. I think if it reaches 2,000, people's gonna think it's a steal. I'm ready to roll that down on that 215 to like maybe 2,000 because I should have enough credit already. So that's how I'm kind of playing it, and yeah, we'll see. I want us to bounce back. It would be nice if maybe we can go sideways, but man, look at this run. We didn't have a correction in a long time. This is September 30th right here, and we just went up every single week. We had, I guess, a down week here. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So now we're about to have two down weeks in a row. Maybe that's all it takes, but we broke trend right there. Am I missing? I might be missing some of you, because I don't think my screen scrolls. Let me see something. Hold on here. I gotta pull up the. Okay, yeah, I got the chat right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah. All right, so that's what's up. That's all I want to talk about. I was hoping you guys got in here and maybe shared your trades, because I noticed some rich people that, oh man, like you, Lemon. How much did you make, man? Can you tell me how much did you clear with those two calls? But if you made the thousands, you said you bought the 2,000. I'm gonna say you made 20,000 a call. Not 20,000, maybe 10, 12,000 a call. I'm gonna say you got 40,000. You said you got two. I'm guessing. I can look at it right now. You bought the 2,000s for next week. Well, I can't tell. I don't got the right thing on. Well, maybe I could tell you what they were. See if I can see. Let's go down to the 2000s. And right now they 40. That's it? Just 4,500? That's it? I don't know what you bought them for, though. See, that's the problem. Anyway, but yeah, so they worth 9,000 right about now. I don't know what you bought them for. I don't know what they up. See if I could change the is it the last net change? Yep, 3,800, 45. So you bought them for like $700. 38 to 940 for 1, 2, 3. You bought them for like $700, I guess, around there. $1,400 for both of them, and you're up $9,000. That's so. Yeah, get out. Take that $9,000. Take your girl to the restaurant, have some dinner, and have that weekend risk off. At least sell one of them. That's easy right there. Should have sold them in the AM. Yeah, man. I would have rushed home. Yeah, you gotta. Generally, when it pops like that, think of it like this. When it pops like that in the morning, I'll pull up the minute chart. Right here. Actually, I wish it was more dramatic. But when it pops like that, a lot of people made money, right? Like you, and oh man, people was expecting 60-point move. They got 250. People want to get out and book that profit. So that's what happens. Like, oh, I gotta sell it. They're trying to book it, and everybody's booking it before it goes down. I can get 270, 2070, but it looks like it opened at 2051, then went up to 2055, and then started coming down. So yeah, so everybody just like, oh, get rid of it, just sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. And then it finally found support right here at the 20. This got actually pretty low, 2012. There's the low, 2002. And that's where I think you're going to still find support. 2000, after that earnings report, 2000 is a good price, in my opinion. And I think other people will think the same. So the buyers started coming in there, and they kind of basically it's been up for the most part all day, just kind of waving around, starting to sink through. But it's only doing that because the market's weak, and the market's bringing it down. If the market was up and it was just that regular kind of day and everybody's giddy, this thing would probably be 2100. The market's holding this one back, in my opinion. But yeah, 20. Yeah, that's what's happening in the morning. They getting out, selling their positions. Yeah, you should have been right there getting rid of yours. Also, you had the volume, like the spreads. You would have been able to get a good price, I think, on your options because everybody's buying and selling. So I always like getting rid of options in the AM because when the market opens, because you can probably get your price because it's moving, people are trading, Never put a market order. Oh, man. Well, not to use market orders. There was one day I was so pissed. Oh, man, I forgot what it was. I'm not even talking about a market. I'm talking about even a limit order. Like, say, I sold some options, and I wanted to buy back at 30 cents or something like that. So I sold them for $2, $3. I can't remember. And the stock basically, the options was zero. So the stock did a move. The options went to damn a penny, right? Since I put in limit 30 cents, they sold it for 30 cents. I was so pissed. Yeah, I know it's 30 cents, $30, but it's a penny. The option is worthless basically, and I want at least 30 cents. At least 30 cents. No more than 30 cents, I should say. So why you sell it for 30 cents? Give me a penny. So I got the shitty fill on that. And oh man, I was pissed. I think I might have had more than one. And, I was like, oh, good. The options are worthless after the move, but generally a worthless option is 5 cents, right? So, but I had 30 in there because that's where I wanted to get out. So like, let's say I sold it for 60 and I wanted to buy it back for 30, right? I had it in there already, but since it gapped or whatever it did, it went to a nickel or a penny even. So why'd you buy it for 30? Why did I buy it back for 30? So I got a shitty fill. I'm so pissed off. So you kind of got to get in there. Don't do market and don't even do 30. You got to kind of get in there, see what the market is, and then put your price in. At least that's what I think. That's how I do it. Because if you just kind of guess your price and it's lower, that's the price you're going to get. You said it kept chasing a limit. It was yeah. I know what you're talking about. And if you put a market in there, you would have got fucked. Because you got people in there that's probably trying to buy it for, say, $1 or something. And then, you kind of miss it. And that's what you get. It's like those market makers will steal your money on something like that. If you have a market ordering going like that, it sure will. So, you're chasing it down. You're not getting a fill. I use Thinkorswim. One thing I hate about Thinkorswim that I don't see on the other brokers, Thinkorswim, it freezes in the morning. When a lot of people's on there and trying to get rid of it, at least mine does, and it's slow. It backs up. You might say trade, I say confirm, and then you don't see it. It doesn't pop up to the working window. Or if it pops, then it pops up late. And then you say, maybe I changed my offer or whatever. You do that. It doesn't do it. And then it might sell and it still says it's working, and it only happens when everybody's kind of trying to get in there. So if the market's down 300 or, if anything weird is kind of going on, and you know a lot of people's on it. It's just slow at those times, and I don't like that. I've been on Thinkorswim forever since Tom Sosnos opened it up, and it's been like that forever. I remember when the market was crashing in '08, you couldn't even log on. I mean, it was crazy. And then when you got on, I think they said nobody can get a fill. You know, if you wanted to buy an option, nobody was getting filled. The spreads were so wide, you know. But I don't know. They said they kind of was. I can't remember, but there was a lot of funny stuff going on back then. Anyway, okay, yeah, you said you kept chasing. Yeah, so that's what's up. Anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. But what was I talking about? Yeah, get rid of it. At least get rid of one. That's my advice. At least it's free money. Get your money back, right? And then the rest will be free. Um, um, Trying to pull up my window here, and it's right. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's what's up. I just want to share my story. I told you the trades that I'm in. All three of my accounts that just have Amazon trades. That's it. I'm selling basically. I'm selling diagonals. That's my favorite trade. It's my or deep in the money put calls or out of the money puts. You know, and that's what buy deep in the money calls or sell out of the money puts or diagonals. That's what I do. And let's hopefully Amazon can hold up and don't try to fill that gap anytime soon. If it would be nice if it doesn't, you know. But you know, if the market's going to be acting funny, yeah, probably it might fill it. But I don't think so. I just don't think it's. Well, it ain't going back to 1875. There's no way, man. That's going to be a steal. Maybe halfway to 50%, 1950. I don't know. I'll tell you what. If it does go, you gotta jump all over that. You gotta jump all over that. You know, buy some leaps or something. But anyway, all right. Thanks. Who else I got up in here? Any show? What did you say? Trusted a monster earnings call, but show it tried to block your comment there. Trusted a monster earnings call, but you knew 200 people die with a virus in the other side of the globe, and peace of shit bears bring market down to nothing. Trusted a monster earnings call, but you knew 200 people died. Yeah. I mean, I felt that way. It was just weird, like the what is it? The World Health or WMO, WHO, World Health Organization, WHO. Yeah, it's an emergency, whatever, for the virus thing. I'm shocked. You know, I felt that the market rallied on that. I guess because it wasn't the worst of the worst, but it's still bad. It's still unknown. It's still something out there. If you remember in the past, bird flu, that market's down. Anything that the market could sniff out, market's down. So we had bird flu down, Ebola's down. Remember the 2008 CDS's credit default swaps? They didn't even know what the hell that was. Nobody did. But it's out there down. You know, so anytime there's something out there that you don't know how. I never really seen the market rally in front of it like that, and you just don't know. I mean, China is shut down. You know, Kramer. I didn't watch his show, but I saw it on the CNBC thing. He was talking about last night. China's shut down basically. They're the second largest economy? Yeah, we're the first, I think, right? But they're a pretty damn big economy. Everything, you know, we need them to function for the whole world to it's a global economy. So if they're shut down, how are we going to new highs? You know what I mean? I mean, there's no trade, it's not functioning. There's nothing, nobody's buying and spending. The only thing being spent on is mask. So how are we, there's nothing happening, you know, so I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And I think they get it today, and that's why the market is down. I don't know how it ripped the other day or yesterday, but I think they get it today, so it's down. You know, so I don't know. It's just funny, you know. So that's why I was like, you know what? Yeah, it might rip, but I just don't think we're gonna make a new high. So you heard 3M's earnings. It was bad outlook. You heard Caterpillar's earning, bad outlook. Who else was out there today? Oh shoot, it'll take me forever to pull it. I ain't gonna pull it up. But these companies are coming out like, don't look good, you know? Yeah, we had good numbers now, but don't look good, you know? And people's missing on revenues, you know? So yeah, they catching the bottom line, but I like revenues. That's the number I want to see. How did you sell more than you did last time? You know, I want to see that number, because you can always fake the bottom number just by cutting expenses. And they're like, look, you know, but I want to see the top number beat. And some of these earnings, the top number is not beating. If the revenues don't beat, how you made less money than last year? Why shouldn't you go to all-time high? You know, so that's my thinking. You know, anyway, that's just me. I love looking at the top number and the top number only. Anything else is fluff and playing games with the balance sheet. Anyway, I kept chasing. Let me know what's going on. All right, so I thank y'all for watching, man. Few people up in here. You know, follow me, hit the bell, subscribe. I kind of get on here and talk shit. I just talk about my trades. I don't suggest you follow them. I just kind of share what I'm doing. I used to do photography on the channel. Then I did trucking on the channel. Now I'm doing trading on the channel. I always traded, though. I've been trading since like 1998. And I don't got like the system to sell you. You know, I ain't got none of that stuff. You know, I just kind of get on here and just enjoy it. Just kind of enjoy it and try not to blow out my account just like everybody else. You know, so yeah, that's it, man. So thanks for watching. Yeah, hit the bell. So, because I try to come on every day. Now, I don't always come on every day, but I try to come on every day and just talk what I'm doing. I always got an Amazon trade on. That's why I'm pissed. Okay, I said it. I always got one on. Something Amazon's on, and you know generally which way it's going. And I took them all off for the 250 point run, and it's just like, you kidding me? Really? Now I got to deal with these. You know, tomorrow I'll be 10 points. You know, 250. That's a year's worth of moves. Anyway, so. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate y'all. This is Dre. You can catch me on Instagram and This is Dre. Twitter, This is Dre. Right here. No, I take that back. Instagram, Dre Trades. Twitter, Dre Trades. YouTube, This is Dre. I couldn't get Dre Trades. Or can I? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Dre. Peace.